What's up guys? In this video today we're going to help give you the most information to break down which outerwear piece is right for you. And with that, I have my good friend Dustin from Klim. Dustin, you have ridden all over the place. You've ridden with a ton of riders. You talk to a lot of consumers, and really give us the overall goal with Klim when it comes to outerwear.
Yeah, so the idea is to be able to give everybody enough options to pick an outerwear piece that's going to give them the best experience they can and make them as comfortable as they possibly can be, right? At the end of the day, we want them to have a good experience. Yeah,
so for the 22-23 season lineup, we have basically three key pieces when it comes to backcountry riding. We have the ripsaw, which is kind of my go-to. We have the rail slide, which is a new insulated piece, and then we have the lock saw.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got the lock saw over here. The construction on that is like the thinnest material we have, really breathable. I would say kind of maybe the coldest piece we have. And then over here we've got the ripsaw, which is the piece that Chris just talked about. The construction makes it a little warmer than the lock saw. And then the third piece we have is the rail slide, which is an insulated piece. So on those super cold days, you know you're leaving the truck below zero, whatever, that might be the go-to piece if you don't want to worry about layering or whatever.
For all you people in Quebec, this is the one for you.
Yeah.
I've been there, I almost died. It's cold there. But Dustin, you know, I think the biggest thing I want to touch on is with these three pieces, it gives you the option of whether you want to layer up with the actual outerwear or you want to layer up underneath with the base layer system that you guys have.
Yeah, for sure, because some people, they just want to leave the truck and not have to worry about what layers they're going to take with them, and so they're just maybe going to pick an insulated piece, versus some people know they're going to leave the truck in a really cold condition, they're going to get up high, they're going to get an inversion, they need to take a layer off or something like that. So it gives them the option, they can pick whichever piece is going to work best for their scenario. One thing to take into consideration is when you're deciding which piece is going to work best for you, if you think you're going to layer, you need to size appropriately. You might have to size up one size to do that. And so it's best to try them on, feel them, see which fit is going to work best for your body type. The lock saw fits slightly different than the ripsaw. Lock saw is a little more fitted. Ripsaw is going to have a little bit more of a loose fit. So you want to experience both of those. And then once you've done that, figure out if you're going to layer, and that'll kind of help decide which piece is going to work best for them.
So one thing I think Klim does well, especially on the website, is giving you the features and benefits of the piece. I'm going to give you kind of just my take. I've got to ride and experience all three. And the reason that I choose the ripsaw for my go-to every single day is the comfort and the fit. That's what really fits my riding style. I'm a rider who doesn't like to sit. I'm always active. I wear knee braces. I wear protective gear underneath. So I like a little bit more looser feeling, and I'm jumping back and forth on the sled a bunch. So the fit for the ripsaw for me and my riding style, that's my go-to. However, in those early months, that December and January, when it's just freaking cold and we got to go a long ways in to get to snow and everything, the rail slide really fit the bill and the agenda. Now in March, that piece isn't going to work for me. And so again, the beauty being able to layer up a bunch in the ripsaw for those colder days gives you that option. And or if you're a rider who likes to just have a small base layer, but then layer up with the garment, that's where the rail slide works.
Yeah, and for me, you know, I find myself in the lock saw a lot. I'm kind of tough on gear, and so the lock saw's got kind of the bomb-proof material in it. It's more durable than most of the pieces we make. I don't want to worry about slipping off a rail or whatever and tear up my legs, so I spend a lot of time in the lock saw. I get hot quite often, and so I don't mind having to layer on the way up the mountain so that I can take it off and then be cooler when I get on top of the mountain and I'm working hard. So I spend a lot of time in the lock saw for those reasons.
I hope this discussion of the features and benefits of all three of these suits will help you make the right decision on whichever garment you decide. But in the end, what's awesome about it is whichever one you choose, there's a lot of flexibility built into both the piece and the layering system to make sure that you have a great day on the mountain.